Hello YouTube! Time for a video again. Like, I don't even know what... Look at him looking up there, like. I don't even know what video I'm going to do today. Like, I make it up as I go along, I do. But like, well, he looks hungry. But you probably can't see this on the video. He's had a right pasting this week. On his other side. Come round here, mate. Follow my fingers. You can't see it. His pectoral fin on the left is ragged. Absolute ragged. Well, I've actually... I've been laid in bed at night and I could hear lots of ruffling and banging and clattering and what's going on. I believe the female's laid spawn in there. Like she always does about every month. And I think it's a quite tight fit for him to get. I don't even know how he does it. Anyway, like I said, I don't even know what I'm going to film today. So like he's looking up at the food. He knows it's going to be feeding time soon. Well, we've got babies in here. We've got like 2-inch fry in here. They hopefully they'll eat all the other fry and then they'll get really, really big. I wish I could get a bigger aquarium for these. Like I think I will do one day, but it's going to cost me an arm and a leg because this is the biggest aquarium I could get in my house without having it assembled on the premises. But I think I'm prepared to pay to get a bigger tank to give this fish the life it deserves. I've also got red dove. I don't know if new people are watching. I've also got red dove coming on. So like they're small. So like I could probably do that as like an upgrade. He could have a nice new big tank. And the red ones, when they pair up, they can come in here. Anyway, shut up waffling and let's get on with the video. Shall I do some feeding? I don't even know what I'm going to film. I know what I'll do. I'll film me Rio Hondu's Texas and me Trimac. Right, just before we move on, I'll just show you a book what one of my work colleagues bought me. God knows what they must think of me. They think I'm a nutty, sandwich short of a picnic, fish keeper. So I got this book, Images of Fish You Should Not Masturbate To, by Jackoff Cummins. And there's just a book full of pictures of all different random fish. God, they think I'm a nutcase. And then someone else got me this book. I suffer from OCD. That's obsessive cichlid disorder. There it goes in focus. So anyway, some people put some thought into the presents, and it shows you what people think of me. Anyway, let's move on and have a look at some fish. Jackoff Cummins. Right, this is a bit of an update on me Rio Hondu carpenters. If people that follow my channel, about a month ago, I put two of my best males together with a glass divider to see if one of them would grow a knuckle hump. Well, like before, it's been 1 month now. What's happened? Well, the one with the brightest blue, this is the biggest and best. In my opinion, that is the biggest. It's got to be about 9 inches now. Then this one's got more blue to it. But it's had the adverse effect. Look, it's got like a bony head. And when I thought it might grow a knuckle hump, it's got in reverse. It's like shrunken down. It probably feels intimidated by this larger male. The other one's about 1 inch shorter. Anyway, what was he on about? Yeah, so about a month ago I did Rio Hondo Carpenters update and the Trimac. So I've moved the Trimac, so we'll have a look at the Trimac in a minute, but I'll show you what I'm getting on with these. I've got loads of these dotted around my fish room. I have a secret stash. A secret stash of fish growing on for the future. So like, really I've got to take this divider out and rehome these in bigger tanks. Because this tank is only, it's only a 4 foot by 18 footprint. I shan't talk about gallons, because us in the UK, our gallons are different to, most people watch my videos are from over the pond, and our gallons are different to your gallons. We have big gallons here. Your gallons are Mickey Mouse gallons. 3.8 litres to a US gallon, and 4.5 to a UK gallon. Anyway, what you're waffling on about there was, let's get some grub in. So here we go, one of his favourite trees is earthworm. Come on, mate. He's not reacting to me much. Come on. Up in the corner. Same old, same old. I always do this, don't I? Anyway, what was I talking about? Like Mickey Mouse gallons. I tell you what, there's not many. I've been to the States, and everything in the States is big and beautiful and better. You come over to England, we have a couple of things what are bigger and better over here. We have a bigger gallon. That's one of them, and also we have a bigger catfish. You come over to Europe, we have, well, you can go fishing and catch monster Welsh catfish. Absolute monsters. In the UK, the record isn't so big. I don't know what it is at the moment. It's probably over £100. But you cross the channel, English Channel, go to France and Spain, you get 200-pounders. So that's one over you lot, isn't it, eh? Anyway, I'm only having a laugh, like. So anyway, we'll move on and we'll show you. I'll show you another one of these Rio Hondo Carpenters. Look at that. I must be waffling on too much again, like as per usual. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Let's get on it. Right, I'm at Jack and Vera's tank now. It's only like my last video. No, probably not the last one, the one before. But one of my recent videos, I just filmed Vera spawning on this rock, and she was giving old Jack a right old time. And I was wondering, I wonder if you'll ever be able to get anywhere near the spawn to fertilise them. But as you can see, we've got free swimming fry in here now, so he obviously did. But she is absolutely evil. The male, that's Jack, he dare not even come this end of the tank. Let's pan back, see if we can see. So there's Vera. Every time the male, Jack, comes anywhere near this end, she gives him a right old pasting. Anyway, I just thought I'd pop that one in there, just to let you know they've all hatched out. So there she goes. Look at him, he's frightened of her. You give it some, gal. Get in there, gal. Anyway, enough of this tank. At least we got fry, at least we know they're not jaffers. Let's move on. Right, this is another Rio Hondo Carpenters I have stashed away in my fish room. Like it's only a small one. I'm thinking it's male, but I'm not 100% sure. It's probably about 4 inches or so. So he's doing well. I really love this one. He's getting a bit of a character to him as well. You can wiggle your finger. There was change of behaviour. Once you put your camera up against the glass, there was change the behaviour. They let me down. You don't do what you're supposed to do. when I've got you on film, do you? Anyway, I'll get him one of his favourite treats, a worm. So this is just in my little fish room. Scruffy old tank, sponge filters, but he's living a life of Riley because he's all on his own. People might say that's a female because it's got black in its dorsal. Can you see the black in the dorsal? But I found a lot of males have black in the dorsals as well. Anyway, let's see if I can get him some grub. So here we go, look, come on. There he goes, look. I told you he's going to be a good one, he is. I like fish what react to you. He wants that worm, don't you, mate? He's only a little one and he's learning already. I believe these cichlids, if you keep them in solitary confinement, they're well happier. They're well happier. Let's chuck it in the corner, mate. Come along. I missed it. I didn't quite get it on film, on camera. Anyway, what was I saying? Like, if you keep them in solitary confinement, they do far better. If you've only got like a 50-gallon tank or a 75-gallon tank, if you keep in like a Central American cichlids, it's only big enough for one. Well, a 70, well, depending on what sort you keep, like. As juveniles, they're better off on their own, unless you're pairing them off, and then you're going to need lots of hiding places and tiny ones. But he's happy in here, living the life of Riley. He's getting interactive. He plays with me like a wet pet sort of thing. And he's only a baby. I don't know what he is. He's probably like 4 or 5 inch, but he's already getting beautiful. Anyway, we've had enough of you, mate. Let's go and have a look at something else. Right, this is my Trimac update. On my last video, I explained that he wasn't doing so well because he's been pushed from pillar to post. I can't have him in that tank. I'll move him to this tank. And like I said, I think the better off in a tank on their own, solitary confinement. Community tanks don't do nothing for me. I've had community. You go and look back at my old stuff, and you'll say, "Well, you did a community tank." Yeah, I did. But a community tank with these sort of fish is not going to last, I'll tell you now, unless it's about 12 to 14, 15 foot long. If you've got the average sort of aquarium, even if you've got like a 6 or 7 foot aquarium, a fish like this can take over the whole roost. Anyway, so like now he's in a 75 on his own. He's still a juvenile, but he's living the life of Riley. Bit like that carpenters I showed you earlier. So like, you need a fish room and you need an individual tank for each species. So this is Churchill. I call him Churchill, like the Churchill dog on the adverts. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, mate. Do you want some food, mate, Churchill? Let's get some food in, mate. I've got some pellets in my hand. When he gets a big boy, he's going to need I would say a Trimat's going to need like a 120 to itself. There we go, some pellets. And I got the female in here as well. She's doing good. She didn't get no food, did you? Right, I've got to keep putting you on pause. I can't do editing. When I do a fish room video, all I do is walk around with a mobile phone and keep pressing the pause button. So you're on pause. I'll be back. Yeah, so what I've done in here, I've put some bogwood in, and it's given him extra cover, and it's brought him out his shell. Look, it's giving us some jip now, like. But you watch her, look. The old ever faithful. It's like a gigantic plant pot, but 10 times better. The old hole in the divider method. I swear by it, I do. So there she is, she's in there half. If she wants to spawn, she'll come through here. But the aggression at the moment is because he's getting the lion's share of all the tucker. So I'll put some more pellets in. If she don't come out, I'll chuck some in her end on her own. Anyway, this is a descendant of Big Mac. No, sorry, this isn't a descendant of Big Mac. The female is. I put loads in that time. There she comes. Look at her. There she goes. Back into her little half. Anyway, some people might say that's cruel. But that makes, if you've got that makes a 4-foot tank. Like a 6 or 8 foot tank. She knows where to go. But I've done this many times. But when he gets a big boy, I'll probably end up selling the female. That's what normally happens, because I like to keep specimen fish. Anyway, I'm just waffling on again. So let's move on to have a look at something else. Let's say you come through. I want to catch you on camera going through the squares. Come on, love, get through. I'm scratching the top of the tank where the feeding hole. She ain't coming through. But she's coming through. No, I'm going on too much. It's going to be boring. Don't want a boring video, do we? Right, it's time to wrap this video up now. I'm stood in front of me small umbies. This male's about 10 or 11 inches. This is me Woad Warrior, son of Crazy Joe. So, anyway, like, we just moved from the Trimat tank, and I was just thinking what I said. I said, Churchill, oh yes, Churchill is not related to Big Mac. Well, he is related to Big Mac. And the little female I had in there, they're both related to Big Mac. So, like, sometimes when I get waffling on these videos, like, I just keep rambling on, and then I do make mistakes. So if anybody wants to catch me out, you're quite welcome to. If you have any questions, just put them down below. Anyway, I'll just give these. Look how blue he is. He's better than his father, Crazy Joe. So that's Woad Warrior. Woad as in blue dye for ancient warriors. I'm going to give him a worm. So these are in a 180 Mickey Mouse gallons, or a 150 proper man's gallons from the UK. I'm only messing. I don't want anybody to take offence. I'm just having fun with me hobby. Let's give him some worms, and then we're going to have to go. Here we go. This is a nice big fat one, isn't it? Oh, come on, Woad Warrior. Yeah, look, he loves the bloody worms. People say, do you feed these worms all the time? No, I don't. These are just treats. I do breed my own worms. I have, like, composting bins in my back garden. Now, that's a British thing, isn't it? Back garden. Do you, like, over the pond? Have you got a back garden? No, they call it a yard. It's not a yard, it's a back garden. Anyway, I'm getting... Oh, look how beautiful they are. Look how beautiful they are. Look like two different species. Someone that don't keep these sort of fish... Hey, calm down, boy. Somebody that don't keep these sort of fish will say, you've got a blue fish and a yellow fish. But there are umbies. Anyway, what am I waffling on about? I'll give him another worm, and then I'm going to wish you all a Happy New Year. Yeah, like, I only feed these worms. He loves worms, but I only feed these worms on a weekend, on my days off work and that. It's like a treat. Come on, wow! Oh, blooming hell, I've dropped it. Hang on. Right, I've picked it off the floor. It's a good job this is my fish room. My missus goes bloody loopy if she wakes up in the morning and wants the ones in the house, if she wants to hoover the carpet and she finds a dried up swiveled worm. Anyway, let's whop it in. There we go, I missed it. Well, I can't remember what I said and what I haven't said now. Anyway, like, all I'm doing is trying to share my hobby with other fish keepers, and well, yeah. So looking forward for 2020. Happy New Year to all you fish keepers, and as long as people keep watching and liking and that, I'll just carry on doing these. Look at Blue, how he is. I love him. I want to get that. But does anybody watch these videos right to the end? I'll be getting that book out by Jack Off. I'll be getting that book out. Jack Off Cummins. Because the missus don't come in the fish room. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, I'll carry on making these videos. So, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you all have a prosperous 2020. Until, oh, that's a nice shot, isn't it? Until next time, a happy fish keeping to you all.